Hi, my name is Dark Matter Wolf, and this is my YouTube channel for Marvel Champions. Welcome back to the Wolf's Den of Champions. Today, I am very excited today because we are going to be doing a rate and review of Cycle 3. This is going to begin Cycle 3, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy in the MCU and a couple of the comics as well. I really love that they're in Marvel Champions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. But before I do jump into the video, if you're new here, welcome. This is Dark Matter Wolf. This is the Wolf's Den here. We do everything Marvel Champions. We do unboxings, we do rates and reviews. We'll review some cards, we'll talk about them, then we'll give them a little rating at the end. We'll do gameplay and just anything that you can imagine that's Marvel Champions, you'll find it here. So if that's for you, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer, returning subscriber, welcome back to the Wolf's Den of Champions. Here we go. Okay, Rocket Raccoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited to rate the Guardians of Galaxies. I don't know about you, but just looking at these cards and looking at Rocket Raccoon, we're rating Rocket Raccoon today. There's going to be categories of ease to set up, versatility, board control, alter ego, and survivability. Finally, I said it all five without messing up there. So we're going to go ahead and get started into Rocket Raccoon here. These are all his cards. Rocket Raccoon. Okay, so Rocket Raccoon's hero side, he's a guardian. He's got 2 thwart, 1 attack, 1 defense. He's got a hand size of 5 and hit points of 9. Not the best, not too bad either. Murdered you. Response: after you deal excess damage to an enemy, draw 1 card. Okay, so we want to do excess damage to keep getting draws, and it doesn't say once per phase, once per turn, none of that stuff. So we can do that as many times as we do excess damage. All right, give it to me. That's it. You can attack me, you can call me names, but no one touches my blaster. Totally something Rocket Raccoon would say. Rocket Raccoon's alter ego. Recovery for 3, hand size of 6, hit points of 9. Genius Outlaw, and he's got tinkering ability, which is going to be action. You choose and discard a tech upgrade you control. Draw 2 cards. Limit once per round. Ain't nothing like me, except me. That's another thing Rocket Raccoon would totally say there. I really find this interesting here. So once per turn, you go to alter ego, and you can discard. You choose a tech, you discard it, and you draw 2. The only thing that like my mind would go to is like, I haven't really seen a lot of tech cards, so like plasma pistols, right? Once it gets down to 1 counter, you could get rid of it. Just get rid of it and draw 2 cards instead of doing that 1 damage. So okay, I can kind of see where this is. You can go with Rocket Raccoon there. All right, so that is going to be our Rocket Raccoon. It comes with 2 copies here of I've Got a Plan. Here is a 1-cost event. I love this here because they got like a robotic arm there. Rocket there's in the back, kind of like cry laughing, it looks like it. And then Groot's here, and then you got Peter Quill. And it looks like they're in the Milano, so it just looks really cool. I love the artwork here. Okay, so this is going to be a hero response tactic. After you make a basic thwart using your thwart, ready Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon gets 1 thwart while in hero form until the end of the phase. Wow. That's... He's going to be a thwart machine, right? So, okay, so Rocket Raccoon here. You thwart for 2. You play I've Got a Plan. And then you ready Rocket, and he gets +1 thwart. So now he's got 3, so he can do 3 more thwarting somewhere else. That's actually pretty cool. No, I thought I'd be funny. Was it funny? Rocket Raccoon here. No, I thought it'd be funny. Was it funny? He, like, just even in the movies, like, he had this like little one-liners that was just so funny. Now I gotta go watch Guardians of the Galaxy just because it's a good movie. Here we have 2 copies of Reload. Okay, so it looks like he's in the trenches, taking some cover fire here, reloading. This is going to be a hero action, and this says 1 cost event. It's ready each tech upgrade you control. Ready each tech upgrade you control. Me, I don't really care about people. I spend most of my time shooting at them. Rocket Raccoon. This actually is a crazy card. I could already see a deck that I want to build with this. It was a card that I got from the Venom pack that I opened before I started doing YouTube. Venom pack was like the second pack I bought after I bought the core box, just because I thought it was really cool. And I'm like, oh, and then I opened it and I'm like, oh, this is not the Venom that I thought it was going to be. And it had like a, I think that's where you get like full side, and you also get sidearm in there. But sidearm allows you to, because normally you can only get 2 restricted weapons, but sidearm allows you to have 1 extra, depending if you have like 3 sidearms, and you can just have a bunch more. So that is what we're gonna go and look into here. Exciting stuff. That's gonna be reload there. So if I have like just a bunch of like weapons here, and then I just reload them, I can play 1 reload. You reload all of your techs. You ready each tech upgrade you control. So it doesn't have to even be a weapon, just a tech. That's crazy. Okay, that's a crazy card. This is going to be definitely my kind of play style, kind of hero, I can already tell, because I like to build and do a lot of things. So that's awesome. This is the card I cannot pronounce. Schadenfreude. Hopefully I said that properly. It's a 2-cost event, hero action. Until the end of the turn, heal 2 damage from Rocket Raccoon each time you deal any amount of damage to an enemy. Wow, okay. It's an event though, so kind of sad. I live for the simple things, like how much this is gonna hurt Rocket Raccoon. So until the end of the turn, heal 2 damage from Rocket Raccoon each time you deal any amount of damage to an enemy. So if you're in a pickle and you play this and you activate like plasma pistol, I'm just saying that because that's the only tech I know of that's like, you know, in this, until I look at all these here. You play that, you deal some damage. I think Sonic Rifle is another one too, but that confuses, and if they're already confused, you do 3 damage. So you can do poke damage, heal 2 again, and then like attack for 1 and heal again. So kind of cool. I like this card. I wish I had more copies of it, not just 1 copy, but it makes sense that there's only 1 copy. It would make it kind of broken if there was more, right? So here we go. We get 2 copies of salvage here. After you spend this card, put a tech upgrade from your discard pile on top of your deck. Kind of cool, just in case you, you know, you burn out a tech, or it gets discarded because of some crazy treachery card. I think it's called Caught Off Guard. There's multiple ways to lose upgrades and stuff like that. So if that happens, you can just use that. And then here you have salvage. So after you spend this card, put a tech upgrade from your discard pile on the top of your deck. So kind of cool there. Okay, and then we have 2 copies of battery pack here. This is going to be a tech. It's an item. Enters play with 2 charge counters. So we'll go ahead and put 2 charge counters on them there. Boom and boom. Action: exhaust battery pack. Move a charge counter from this card to another tech upgrade you control. Okay, so I could potentially move this to this, right? And then I could do, just for the giggles of it, put it all here, and then this goes away. So I can move them all to 1 battery pack, essentially. Exhaust battery pack, move a charge counter from this card to another tech upgrade. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could do that, but I'm pretty sure that's not what you would want to do battery pack for. But I like battery pack because sometimes you run out of counters, and you don't want to lose those cards, because once one of those upgrades runs out of counters, they get like fizzled or you discard them. That's just like the rule. So that is their battery pack. He doesn't have an ally here, I just noticed. He does not have an ally. But that's okay because what we do have is cybernetic skeleton. And if you guys have been following the channel long or from the beginning, you know I love status. I love stat boosting cards, upgrades. I just love them. Cybernetic skeleton here, you get 3+ hit points, while in hero form, Rocket Raccoon gets +1 attack. So he'll have 2 attack and 12. He'll have 12 hit points. If I give him endurance, that's 15. And then once we unlock symbiote suit in Sinister Motives, that's another 10, right? So that's 15, 25. He'll have 25 health. Yeah, you get an extra encounter card, but I'm down. Yeah, look at the freak while you can. That's actually pretty cool. I love this cybernetic skeleton here, boosting his stats. And if I play him in protection, I probably would not play him in protection. There's some cards in protection that you can definitely do with Rocket Raccoon. We'll get back to that. But you can add him another boost there to put him to with the assault vest, I think it's called, or something like that, armor vest or something like that, to give him that extra boost. But cybernetic armor, really cool. That's an upgrade there. Then we have particle cannon. Look at that thing. Oh my gosh. So this is going to be a tech weapon. It's restricted. Enters play with 2 charge counters on it. Hero action, exhaust particle cannon, remove 1 charge counter from it, deal 4 damage to an enemy. This attack gains overkill and ranged. Wow, so it gets over retaliation and it does extra damage. Where's that one card we saw here? Reload. Yeah, I think it's reload. So we can exhaust this, deal 4, exhaust all your other things, reload them, deal another 4 damage. Wow, okay, so Rocket Raccoon is going to be a lot of fun to play. I could already see that here because he's got a rocket launcher. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a restricted, enters play with 2 charge counters. Exhaust rocket launcher and remove 1 charge counter from it. Choose a player. Deal 2 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with that player. Kind of cool. This is really good for multiplayer or just even like playing solo, because if you're engaged with a lot of minions and you need to go wide, you can splash 2 damage amongst all of them and then just kind of poke them all off. But I like that there. Rocket launcher is pretty cool. Particle cannon's like a one shot to do a lot of damage. Rocket launchers to do spread damage, to do wide damage. I like that. And then we got here, of course, the Rockets pistols. 2 copies, and it's going to be restricted enters play with 3 charge counters on it. Exhaust rocket pistol, remove 1 charge counter from it, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So it's kind of like plasma pistol, but it does more, and you get more. I think you get more counters on it, but it does 2 damage on it, so that's pretty cool. And then we have the last card here, which is going to be Thruster Boots. While in hero form, Rocket Raccoon gets 1 thwart and gains aerial. So he'll have 3 thwarts, so I have no doubt that he'll be okay with taking care of pesky side schemes here. Sorry, threat mitigation. But if you get a lot of side schemes, you're kind of in trouble. So maybe Injustice he'd be good. Even from up here, I can tell that you're the ugliest human I've ever seen. And I hung out with Peter Quill. Super funny, super awesome. But he gets aerial, so that's kind of cool here. So let's go ahead and go over the cards here. We'll put all his mega blasters here. This is going to be the stat boost cards. We'll put the stat boost cards here with Rocket Raccoon. This is going to be the battery packs. After you spend this card, put a tech upgrade from your discard pile into your deck. Top of your deck. Kind of cool. I wish there was more of those. 1 healing card, crazy reload cards, and then this is after you make a basic thwart, you can thwart again. So the 5 categories we are going to be rating Rocket Raccoon are ease to setup, right? We're going to do ease to setup, his alter ego, survivability, board control, and versatility. 100% thumbs down on Alter Ego. He has a really cool ability, but it's like there's no reason for you to want to go into Alter Ego. He's got no other Alter Ego cards. Like, for example, Kamala Khan, right? Miss Marvel, she has so many Persona and Alter Ego cards to use. So you want to put her in Alter Ego. But Rocket Raccoon does not have one, not at all, one Alter Ego card. So you don't want to really flip down with Rocket Raccoon here. Plus, he's kind of really squishy. He's only got 9 hit points. Even though you get this here, you have to. There's no way to search for it. At least in his engine here, in his kit, you can't search for it. So Rocket Raccoon's going to get no points on Alter Ego. We will, let's see, Versatility. He could do a lot, but also he can't do a lot, right? He thwarts attack, so he'll have +2 attacks. So he'll have 2 attack and 3 thwarts. Exhaust to do 4 damage. Exhaust to do 2 damage, then splash, and then more damage. So he can't really do a lot. He can do a lot, but he can't do a lot. He can do a lot of one thing. Is that fair to say? He can do a lot of attacking, but he can't do much after that because all of this is very like tech, all revolved around his techs. And that also goes with ease to set up because alone, he's gonna die. He's gonna lose. If he doesn't have his weapons, right? You need your weapons. Let's be real. You need your weapons. You need to recharge your weapons, and you need to reload your weapons. And he does have this really awesome card here. Excuse me. But this card here, until the end of the turn, heal 2 damage from Rocket Raccoon. Each time you deal any amount of damage to an enemy. It's only 1, and it's not a support. It's not an upgrade. So you got to really draw it. If you don't draw it, then you can't really heal too much. After you make a basic thwart, ready Rocket Raccoon, get 1 thwart, and while in hero until the end of the phase. So you don't really. Oh gosh, I love him so much. I like Rocket Raccoon so much, and I love everything about him, but I don't like that I'm gonna have to rate him so low, and I don't want to overhype and rate him on things just because I'm very biased and loving his whole kit. I love all of this. I love it. You got a bunch of weapons. You like I can already see it in my mind where like I want to go and build him. And it's just so thematical and so much fun the way I see it. But this is a rate and review, and we're rating and reviewing. So versatility, you're going to get a thumbs down, my guy. Survivability, you're going to get a thumbs down. Alter Ego, thumbs down. Board control, and ease to setup is also a thumbs down. Is that even fair to say? To get a 0 out of 5? Like, without any of his weapons, Rocket Raccoon stats are not the best. I mean, he's got 2 thwart, right? So he can do stuff. I want to say board control is okay, but not really because he's only got rocket launcher. After you use rocket launcher, and none of these cards here do anything for thwarting. He's only got 2 cards here that do thwarting stuff, which is unexhaust him to do stuff, and everything else just doesn't do that. So I hope this is fair. Oh my gosh. What do I do? Okay, so survivability is 100. Survivability is going to be a thumbs down for sure. He's got no card that protects him and no card to heal him. He's got 1 card to heal him, but once you use it, right? Even if you're playing like a 40 card deck, I play 50, but even if you're playing a 40 card deck, he's a goner. This is why I like playing 50 card decks, because you could just add a bunch of cards to juice up or balance out those weaknesses, and Rocket Raccoon's got those weaknesses, right? So I can't believe I'm going to say this, But I think we're gonna have to rate him a 0 out of 5 based on those characteristics. Ease to set up. He's not easy to set up because you need to get your tech cards. Once you get one, you're good. But if you don't have them all together and you're not using them all together to use reload to maximize, kind of like Wakanda Forever with all your upgrades, you kind of burn that card. You know what I'm saying? So if you can stall out till you get all your attacks, then use them all in one go, then reload, then use them again, then reload, use them again. That's a big turn. That is a crazy big turn, but you gotta build to that, right? So the ease to setup is definitely not there. There's no thwarting, so there's no versatility. I mean, yeah, there kind of is versatility, but not really. Versatility comes with building him and all the other cards you add to his deck, not his hero kit. And this is what we're doing. We're grading everything on this hero kit here. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do it. I'm really gonna do it. Okay, so alter ego, there's no real reason for you to go to alter ego. So it's a thumbs down. Survivability, you got nothing to heal you, nothing to juice you up, nothing to tank a hit. Versatility, you do so much of one thing, and it's damage and reload. And then I've got a plan, which is just thwarting, but that's 2 cards. That's like me saying, okay, you have great survivability because Schadenfreude, fraud. I hope that, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? So survivability, alter ego, versatility, board control is kind of like borderline. I want to give him the board control because once you have your upgrades, you can take care of minions, you can deal with the villain, but the thwarting is the part, like you can only thwart for 2. If you get a bunch of side schemes, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. So you should be able to deal a lot of more thwarting besides just I've got a plan. Even though I've got a plan is really, really good. Thumbs down. Survivability, versatility, board control. That's it. Yep. Alter ego, survivability, versatility, board control, and ease to set up. You get no points on any of those, Rocket. Okay, here we go. This is the Wolf's Den of Champions official rating of Rocket Raccoon. We're gonna give him a 0 out of 5. Oh my goodness, that is insane to say. I didn't think we would have a hero to have 0 out of 5. So little disclaimer, because I love his kit and all his cards, and I'm probably gonna play him a lot. It doesn't mean he's not good. He's just not good in those categories, right? And this is just based on his cards, his kit. The other 25 cards you add to the kit, because a lot of people play 40, I play 50. So the other 35 cards you add to the kit, you can do so much. You can be versatile, you can be survivability, you can have insane board control, you can have amazing alter ego if you really wanted to. It all depends on how you really build your deck, right? Like if you do a bunch of tech upgrades and sidearm and just a bunch of weapons and a bunch of techs, you can go to Rocket Raccoon, and before they are exhausted, and if you can like manage the threat, then you can go ahead and use Tinkering. Discard it, the upgrade you control, and draw 2 cards. Then flip back up. So just take that with a little disclaimer, okay? But that's it. That is my rate and review of Rocket Raccoon. He's got a 0 out of 5. I cannot believe I rated this guy, and I love this guy so much. A 0 out of 5. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I hope it wasn't too rough. But YouTube thinks you're gonna like this video right here, so make sure to check it out. And for the playlist of rate and review, where I rate every single hero from core box all the way to the newest and continue on, go ahead and click right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Dark Matter Wolf reminding you that you matter, and we'll catch you in the next video here at the Wolf's Den of Champions. Peace.